making hay. Hello everybody, I'm Trevor Bales. This is the Bales Hay Farm and Ranch YouTube channel. Today's a little special. Before we get into it, gotta thank the sponsors because they're awesome. They take care of me. Forney and Fluidall. Awesome stuff for your shop, awesome stuff for your farm. Even if you're not a farm, it's still awesome stuff. All right, let's get into it. So that's my buddy Chad. Chad and I are about to get on an airplane to go to California to look at some squeezes. I need a third squeeze. Chad needs a first squeeze. I found several to look at. We're gonna fly over there. It should be a pretty cool trip. Flying today, coming back tomorrow. For a one-night trip, Chad has 2 bags. Look at this princess. You're so cute, dainty. two bags. We get back tomorrow at 6. Oh, it's all right. So anyways, we're gonna look at two squeezes. And while we're there, hopefully we get to go see Jeff. Jeff builds custom semis, and so I'm pretty excited to see that. He's got, you can Google this guy, Jeff Botello, which, here, let me tell you how to spell his name. B-O-T-E-L-H-O. And he's got some pretty sweet semis on Google. So, yeah, hopefully we'll see him too, because he's done some squeeze work. He's set me up with all these guys through Gerrod at PDI, who hopefully be another sponsor pretty soon. Drop some trucks off. Anyways, what do you think, Chad? You wanna say hi to your boys?
Hey boys.
He's got 3 little boys. All right, we made it. Landed. Got the sweet rental car, which I learned it's very important to lock down a price ahead of time. You can always change the car and you're locked in at a price. Well, I didn't lock this bad boy down, so it was expensive. Nice, comfortable ride. All right, you guys ready to see the squeeze? It's a bit of a project. Bam! Look, you guys know I like old stuff, right? This is a 1972. So this will match my 1972 Chevelle. This is actually a Mantica, it's not a Sunny D. But check this out. Oh, it's an old Cummins. Yes, now what? Look at this. So this clutch goes all the way over to the clutch over there. See it moving? When I push this one, that one moves. Look at the stick shift. It's 2. It all goes to the same transmission, obviously, but it's 2 different. So when you're on this side and you shift, you grab here. When you're sitting over there, you sit and you grab that. Levers are all basically the same. Got a heater. We'll have to install our own AC. Yeah, it needs some work, all right? But look at this. Is so, look, the steering link, it just goes straight through this pipe. There's no bearing. It's just there. Same for that one. Man, I hope you guys, I don't know, I love it. I'm just kidding. I'm not looking at this squeeze. You guys are nuts. You guys know by now, I am not a DIY guy. It's always cool going to new farms and seeing the way people do things different. So we've got our Hauser-built retrievers. We deliver hay all over the place. Jeremy built this cage. He delivers hay with his squeeze. So he puts the hay in it, he puts his clamps through there, and he picks it up and he just carries that cage. And when he gets to where he goes, he pulls it out with the squeeze. It's genius. I never would have thought of that. But like where we go all over the place to deliver hay, 70, 80 miles, 50 miles. He said all of his deliveries are within 15 miles. So it's not too hard on his squeeze to do all that stuff. Now here, so Jeremy, his squeeze, he's got the one I'm looking at, it's a 09, and then his newer one's a 2013. He's got some very show squeezes. He also does work for other guys. This is another guy's squeeze he's working on. This is his newest squeeze, the 13. It used to be wrapped with flames. You can Google it. If you Google his company or YouTube, you'll see his squeeze all over. But look at the pinstriping in here. The paint, man, it's cool. Lights everywhere. Look at these lights down here. Lights here, lights here. They do a lot of he said he likes badass stuff. His matching pickup truck. It's green. gonna have to match my pickup truck to my semis, I guess. This is the one I am looking at. Now this is the 09, and this was, he said at the time, like the coolest squeeze around. It's got the visor, which is cool. I'll leave that. I'm probably gonna pull these lights off because we are really good at hitting poles. I say we, I myself, I hit poles down here as well. He's got, that's added on. It actually makes it harder to roll under there and work on it, so I'll probably pull that off if I buy it. It's got this chrome steering cover. This steering wheel's chrome. He's got a sound, whatever that is, a 10. I don't think that's 12. Speakers up there. Chrome. A screen with a DVD player. Back in 09, he said this thing was BA. He's like, it was like the nicest, coolest, like watching DVDs and whatnot. This is a little different from mine. These are air, so you've got to have air pressure to run the mast, the clamps. So it's air over hydraulic. If you remember, mine have long poles that don't break very easily. He's like, these work great. He said they're just, those other ones are a little more indestructible. Where these every now and then will have problems, you have to fix them. But it's got the AC with the box. Nice. I don't have this. I have the AC, just not that extra box. This is chrome. Everything works on it. I really like this machine. We drove it around. I already picked some hay up. It works really, really well. It's got a taller mast, which I really like for my farm. This mast is 2 foot taller, so I can stack hay 2 feet taller on other stacks. These pipes, these cross pipes, are actually beefed up. He had the manufacturer make them thicker, which is good because when you get way up there, they'll start to twist. The clamp's in good shape. The side shift is about to, it's not very strong going one way, so I'm guessing there's some bypass inside of there. Everything else is good. It's got this hose on a hose reel inside there, so you can grease stuff with using a air gun. The hoses are all in good shape because each hose is $400 a piece, or 200, 400, I forget what they are, but they're expensive. There's not a lot of slop in the pipe, which when you get a lot of slop, you got to rebuild them. This isn't ready to be rebuilt. This is beefed up a little bit. See, look, he's even hit things with his. But yeah, every hay squeeze gets rust in these funny little places. Mine's got lots of rust. Driver side, look, they all ride with their seats really, really low. I can't do that. This one's still got an airbag. The last squeeze I bought, the guy took the airbag out. My knees are in my chest. I can't do that. So the steering wheel's custom. Overall, very used, but exactly what I'd be interested in, because I put a down payment on a brand new one, but those take 2 years to get. I need a third in the meantime, so my thought is buy a good used squeeze, then when the third one comes in, or the fourth one comes in, the newest one, I'd sell my oldest one, get rid of the one that Leonard drives, and be running 3 newer, more reliable squeezes. He's got something else I really want. I don't know if I can buy it from him. Look at this mini loader. It'd be great for cleaning up around the yard. I'll put a grappler on it so you could grab like 3 bales at a time, put them in trailers. This thing is sweet. It's not very tall at all. So my employees would not, hopefully they would see everything they're doing and not run into stuff. Man, what are we just doing with it? We'll have to ask him. Okay, next stop. This place is pretty unique. We had a guy his name is Jeff Botello. You've got to Google him. I spelled his name out earlier. You've got to see the trucks he's built. This guy hauls hay. He does fab work. He does all things truck related, works on squeezes, does everything. This is one of them. You'll see blue seems to be his color. There's another one right there. Let's go in the shop. Now, he has trucks that have been in shows, won shows, done all sorts of shows, up against guys with really nice shops. You'll see his shop is very small, and the stuff that he can do from this shop, everything you see on Google is something he built from this shop. So keep that in mind. You don't need a big shop to do cool stuff. Here's a squeeze. It's seen some better days. 2003. He's got another one in back he's building too, but it needs a lot of work. Oh my gosh. What in the name? Is this the same one that's on Google? If you go on Google, you'll see a truck that looks very similar to this. That would be as good as my school bus. Oh man, what can we put that on? All right, I gotta have words with Jeff about this now. So this is the current project. No door handles. No door handles. Painted floor, painted dash. Oh, air ride front. And look at this. Everything is painted. It's doing some fabrication on the hood to bring down the... What is this called where it comes down?
It's just the side body.
Just the side body? All right, so you guys want to meet the man and the myth? Everybody, this is Jeff Patello. Jeff, tell the viewers a little bit about yourself.
Been doing this stuff a long time. Started building trucks because I wanted the cool stuff and couldn't afford to have it done, so we learned how to do it ourselves, and rather rapidly turned into doing it for other people. I stopped doing it for a long time, about 12 years. Now my son and my daughter want to get involved in doing it. My son's more the hands-on. She handles the paperwork and stuff for us. My daughter handles the paperwork for us, and I guess awesome. We're back in the middle of it again.
That's awesome. What's the story on this truck? Can you say much about it?
It's a 2016 Peterbilt that was in a little bit more than a minor accident when it was new. Has 17,000 miles on it. It got completely repaired. It wasn't a total. And it just sat there for a long time. Started building it for my son, and a buddy of mine walked in and wanted it. And they threw a price tag on it and asked my boy, I said, "It's your truck. What do you want to do?" He said, "Sell it. Let's build another one."
Nice. Nice. Anything overly unique about it you want to talk about, or just making a nice truck?
Just a few things, putting the longer Jones fiberglass fenders so we stretch the side of the hood so the fender don't stick past it. And like you said, the shaved door handles, took the view window out of the side, the right door.
Oh, that's right.
Put a full-size door in the sleeper.
Usually a window right there.
Put the full-size door in the sleeper, and shaved a bunch of the frame bolts.
This frame is smooth, if you notice. No bolts.
Built covers over the bolts on the fifth wheel and put the 5-foot roll-down window on.
Yeah, this has a roll-down window in the back. How crazy is that? Oh, is that a wheel cleaner?
Yeah,
I need a polishing machine. I need one of those now. Awesome. Well, Jeff, thanks for showing us around.
Thank you.
We'll see you later. When the show started, I was talking about PDI. There's a PDI box here. More PDI stuff. Who is this PDI guy? Oh, there we go. More PDI. Oh, it's fancy. Hey, wait, the oil goes in there. You should have a cap on that, right?
Yeah.
That's weird. That's a cool handle. Huh. It's the next day. I'm waiting to go look at this next squeeze. The dogs are barking and they're really mean looking. So we didn't land a squeeze. Instead, we bought 2 pickups. 71. I already forgot the year of this one. I'm kidding, we didn't buy any pickups. But let's take a look at this squeeze. This thing, it's a 1994. It's pretty, it's like a little piece of history. Custom paint. Everything's been repainted. This brand new Clerf, just like mine. It's got a new rebuilt motor. So check this out. I don't think I've ever shown you guys these before. So when you're driving down the road, you can shift. Well, it's automatic. When you're on the work side, you have to shift a lot. Forward and reverse, you move that over. Now you're sitting over there. On the work side, you reach over. Up, 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 just like that. Then back to the road. Boom. It's ready to go. Pretty sweet. But this thing, oh man, this is like a piece of history. It's like a house window right here. But this squeeze is just part of the fun. Like we're gonna go walk down and look at his other trucks. It's not really what I'm looking for. I want something a little more modern. That doesn't have a Jake brake. It's got the single AC. I want something I can go down the mountain, have a Jake brake and stop. There's the owner right there. Their big deal is hauling wine. Those big tankers over there, they fill those up with wine and they haul it all over the place. How gnarly is that? Oh, look at this thing. It is so pretty. So check this out. I'll show you the truck, the last truck. This was all shaved. You don't see any of these bolts. Now this hauls liquid wine. Obviously it's a tank. All these trucks are pretty. Here's his personal, his newest truck. Look at this. Oh, it all matches. I love it. Oh, this is, but look at this. Not a single bolt. Oh, that's pretty. That's so pretty. Last stop, I knew of one more squeeze for sale. It's kind of out of my, for the engine hours it has, is a little bit out of my price range. It's got 9,000 engine hours. But I mean, you can understand why. It's a 1991. That's a little old. But you know, he said it runs good. You know, no low ball offers. I know what I have. Not a bad looking machine. Just kidding, this isn't the one. This is, I don't know, this is one of their old ones. See how it has a ladder? The truck drivers would load themselves, climb up the ladder, then jump onto the semi to put their straps on. Super cool machine. I feel like I've been on the, this, every squeeze does this. Mine has this. Like every squeeze has rust right there. I don't know why, like if moisture builds up there. Mine even has it right here. Kind of funny. Here we are. Recently painted. It's got a couple things I really like. I don't know if they did this or if, I think they did this, but for mine, the exhaust and the air is connected together on a plate and it all just rocks. And I hate it. So I really like that. That's pretty sweet. Super nice, clean paint job. Looks good. This was a radio antenna and he put a light here, which is kind of cool. There's one on the other side as well. Lights, and so the new one I ordered, I don't want those lights. Just one more thing to break. Nice interior, pretty clean. Also has the I don't know what you call this. I think these are air over hydraulic or electric over hydraulic, where mine are just straight to the hydraulic. I mean, the ones I have, the metal bars go directly to the valves, the valve body. But man, it's super fast. Everything moves super quick. I like this. I like the clamp. I don't know how his pump is on, but man, everything moves really well. ACs work well. Jake brakes work well. Just got over 9,000 engine hours. I just don't like that as much. It's a 07. But everything else works. The neutral button doesn't work, but that could be a few things. But one thing I like, it's got the brake pedal, two brake pedals, a brake pedal there and over there. What's nice about that, you can hold the brake with your left foot without having to move it, and then throttle up with your right foot. As like mine is, the brake is on the right hand side by the throttle, so you have to move your foot from one side of the steering wheel over to the right side and hold the brake. This one, it's right there, right next to the same shift pedals like mine has, so you go from shifting to just touch the brake, shifting to touch the brake. I really like that. These are turning brakes. I take mine off. They're useless. They don't do anything. Well, I shouldn't say they're useless. For me, they're useless. They're not used for anything. But super clean machine. But I'm leaning towards the green one. It's a little dirtier. This has been cleaned up, recently painted. There's a $30,000 difference in the two. I can do a lot of cleaning and painting for that. So I'm leaning towards the green one. Okay, well, I think it's time to book it to the airport and go home. Get to see Nicole, Hanky, and Tucker. Oh, those boys. Just telling Chad, we're only gone for one night and I miss my little boys. I guess that's how it should be, right? Made it to the airport. Oh, nothing left in the car. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. I'll let you know what squeeze we get very soon.